Means my money, things I do for my family, and on and on. I can't go without my blessings, cause blessings show. Been chasing means my money, things I do for my family.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Let's Really Talk About It podcast. I just want to thank you guys for all of the support that you guys gave on the last couple of episodes. It's really been crazy. I just want to thank everybody and follow us on Instagram at Let's Really Talk About It podcast, LRTAI, the acronym. And on TikTok, that's where you're going to see the clips, all the links. Just stay tuned there. And that's where you're going to find also the funny bloopers. So we're going to just jump right into the introductions. Jade, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jade. I am a artist. I paint portraits, and you can follow me at This Is Jade, Jadae, periods in between.
Listen, if y'all need any of y'all big murals, anything, this top artist out here. Now let's go to Miss Elizabeth. Liz, talk to him.
All right, y'all. So I'm one of Jeremy's cousins.
Yes, sir.
But what do you call it? My name is Liz. Some people call me Lizard or Elizabeth. I like to identify myself as a creative, so I mostly do poetry, but I also like to, just work within the community. IG handle Elizabeth, but ELIZA, 2 B's, 2 E's, 2 T's, and 3 H's. That's me.
Very specific.
Okay. It is.
I like it, but we're definitely gonna keep the tags. I don't know if you put your Instagram on there.
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And now, last but not least,
hello everybody. My name's Elisha. I am a makeup artist. Instagram easy_artistry. I do mostly fashion, but I do all types of makeup, bridal, SFX, glam, all that.
Okay.
top of the top. You see, that's what I like to see. Everyone got their thing going on. Everybody got their business that they're working on. A bunch of creatives here, okay? A bunch of intellectual minds. So we are about to get right into it. So let's really talk about it. We live in a society today where mental health is the biggest problem, but yet it is also the most neglected.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we love to talk and say how important mental health is, but when it comes to our own, we tend to really put it to the side, or we tend to bottle it up, or we tend to escape. We see a lot of people, they have things that they do to escape, but the biggest one right now, I feel like in today's society, is social media. So let's really talk about it. Is Instagram a real place?
No.
Is Instagram a real place?
No, Instagram's never been real. Instagram's always been a place where you can escape that fictional idea. I think Instagram has changed over time though, right? Like I was literally I grew up in Instagram, right?
Yes.
Like when it began, when it was like that old ugly camera, that brown camera, I was in that. And
everyone posting like
before the videos, before the reels, all of that. It was a place to post pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice pictures, professional pictures, you having fun. Now I feel like it's almost like a facade. Like you don't know what's real or what's not. Like I've seen people post things. I've seen couples post things. You know what I mean? And like the real backstory. So no, it's not. I think it's getting worse, if anything.
Nah, heavy one is getting worse. I definitely want to add to that because I feel like I don't know what's going on nowadays. And of course we can include other social media, but with Instagram specifically coming from what it used to be, right? Like everyone's sharing, yo, I just had the craziest salad today. Like this was good. Like we went from that to now, I don't know, instead of being so user friendly, now it's very like content creation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's where we sort of engage with content creators rather than us treating Instagram like, I kind of want to share this with my friends. Feel me? Like I want to let people know like, yo, I just went on the littest trip and I bought the craziest souvenirs, this and that. Like nowadays people are doing photo dumps, so it's sort of bringing that aspect back. But you could even see the difference because if you post a regular like fly picture of you, 500 likes, but you post a photo dump, like call them 120. No one's really swiping through. No one really wants to see it anymore because people are kind of just following these content creators, influencers. That's a big thing. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to be influencing, and it's like it's cool. Viral. It's cool, but I think that's definitely what made the shift in Instagram happen. Like now I don't know. It's not real. Yeah.
I feel like people want to in order to stay relevant on social media, they got to be an influencer.
Yeah.
And they tend to just put on this fake facade just to get likes and followers.
That's true. But at the same time, too, like, would y'all see yourselves posting y'all bad days and stuff? Like, that's the thing. No one wants to really post, like, dang, like, I just cried this morning. Like, you know, it was a messed up day.
Yeah.
People are only going to post the greatest stuff that happens.
Some people do post negative things for
I was
attention.
gonna say that.
For attention. See, that's a different thing.
We gonna get into that later on about the facades. Me personally, the way I look at Instagram, Instagram is a lot deeper than what people see, in my opinion. Instagram is a spectrum. I feel like Instagram is to people of like different, depending on the person. It's very subjective what Instagram is.
Yeah.
You know, I was having a conversation with somebody about that, and I felt like there's a difference between an Instagram user and an Instagram user. You know, and when I say that, I mean the everyday Instagram user, the one who is indulged with every single day, waking up, going on your phone, looking at your likes, looking at what other people are posting, things of that nature, and, you know, the liking, the reposting, the messaging. Those are the regular Instagram users. But then you have the Instagram users, the people who use the platform to push their own agenda, propaganda, ideology, their mindset to be able to influence the masses to believe whatever toxic, it could be toxic or it could be a one-sided way of thinking onto other people, and they use it in a way to where, because they know Instagram is not a one-time platform. In order to really use the platform, you have to keep on flooding the platform with that same agenda every single day, and then you're going to start to see your following grow. And nowadays, we see a lot of people with cult followings. You know, you have the people who follow Spiritual World. People who follow, they die by Spiritual World. They will post notifications.
Send it to people.
You feel me? Like, they die by that. And, you know, you have to take a step back. Like, Spiritual World didn't come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Someone sat down and decided, listen, I'm going to channel the feelings that people have in the back of their head that they probably don't want to post on social media, or maybe they were thinking about it and they don't even talk about it. I'm going to put it out there, and eventually somebody's going to share it, and they're going to keep sharing it, and then I'm going to keep on flooding it, and now people are starting to like swear by these moods. You know, it's like, yo, if Spiritual say something is toxic, it's toxic, and that's just toxic. You feel me? And that's just that. And
I honestly feel like if social media wasn't even a thing, a lot of people would be more happier and content with their lives instead of
100%.
Because whenever they go on Instagram or TikTok, even they see something and they feel like they should be at that level, and they try to compare someone else's life to theirs, and they're just like, dang, I'm not even, I'm a loser.
Like, I'm only 22. What am I doing?
I think
what am I doing with my life?
Social media comes with a level of maturity too.
Yeah.
Knowing that, all right, this may not be real. Knowing that, okay, having your own mindset and having your own opinion and not being so easily influenced. I mean, social media can be a positive thing too. Like, I know for me, social media, I've learned a lot from social media. I've grown my business on social media. There are things I've learned on social media that I never even learned in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it could be a positive place as well. I think it just depends on how you use it, what you're looking at.
100%.
And like I said, your level of maturity. To be
It
honest.
needs that balance for sure.
100%. Which is why I was really saying the whole, you know, being an Instagram user, because if you could use the platform in a positive way, you can really make a certain level of change that not a lot of people know like is possible. But because people tend to minimize just what it is, they're like, you know, it's just not what I could go a week without. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
See, I cannot go a week without Instagram. Like, you know, you tend to minimize, just like you're overlooking how much power it has and how much power it has over you. Like, this consumes a good 3 hours out of everybody's life.
Because it could be an escape also. Like, think about how busy your day is, how overwhelmed your day might be. You know what I mean? Scrolling on a couple reels, getting a couple laughs. You know what I mean? Like, that's your time to escape your own reality
100%.
and indulge in somebody else's who may be better than yours. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a fact.
But it's also important to like take social media breaks though, because you get so caught up not living in the moment, and you just tend to forget to take care of yourself.
I don't know if there's a balance with social media. I feel like it's either you use it too much or you don't use it at all.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. And I think that's where maybe the subjectivity can come in, because like you said, it also depends on how you want to use Insta, right? So for you guys who might have a platform y'all want to push, it might be harder to find that balance because you kind of need social media to even push your business, feel me? But I think I get what Apple does with the whole screen time thing, but I think that's where discipline got to come in, right? Like telling yourself, all right, I already did my, you know, engaging with my customers, engaging with my people who are commenting. I already did enough, like reposting this and that. Now I got to take a step back and take a break from myself. But it's something you got to like live up to. I feel like that's where the balance comes with. And things like, I think one of y'all said it, but waking up, y'all should not be going on your phone as soon as y'all wake up. Like, I don't know, take a walk around the crib, eat some breakfast first. I think your phone before breakfast and stuff is the damage that social media is causing us. Like, it's because we rely on just checking on those updates. We rely on that community engagement virtually first rather than what's right in front of us. Feel me? Like the other day, I didn't realize, I don't know, that impact when I just woke up and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna check my messages yet. I literally went out in the sun. I'm like, I'm about to like do some quick yoga or something. And it felt like my day had like a good start. Like I just ain't check social media. I didn't even open my iMessages, ain't even check if I got missed calls. Cause they could wait. They honestly can wait. And I think that's the thing. We kind of feel like there's this immediacy. We kind of got to get on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I can't do TikTok early in the morning. I think that's wicked. I don't know. I just think that's crazy. I can't.
The moment, this is my own, you know, me self-reflecting. The moment that I knew it was a problem, and mind you, when I'm on social media, it really don't even be for the entertainment. It really is just to see where my business is being pushed. But I started to realize my need to grow in business got too much when I had just checked Instagram to see the likes, everything, followers, and I promise you, like, clicked it, and without even thinking about it, like, I clicked my phone and did it again, and I didn't even do nothing. I swear to God, it was just like I opened my phone, I went on Instagram and swiped out immediately and clicked it. And I'm like, wait,
pressure to
why the hell did I even just do that? It's almost like a reflex now. It's like my phone buzzed, and I just immediately thought it was Instagram. And you want to know what's the real like head buzz? I don't even have like notifications turned on for Instagram.
Yo,
that's
not
crazy.
No, it got to the point where I had to really just put my phone on D&D for the rest of the
D&D
the whole day.
for sure.
Every day I have it on D&D. I don't even want to be bothered.
Warrior.
I don't want no notifications, nothing.
No,
I'll check it when I check it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Now moving in with this Instagram, you know, and I feel like it's a walk through when it comes to the next topic, right? Sometimes people's Instagram posts are irrelevant when it comes to these moods, spiritual worlds, Justin LeBoy, or any of these types of, you know, like people trying to, but
Shade room,
you know, people posting these feelings and current emotions or whatever the case may be, right? Sometimes it's irrelevant, but a lot of times it's a cry for help. But even when it's a cry for help, we don't know because it really do be a 50-50. Why is that?
I think people like to know that other people are going through the same thing that they're going through. Like, it's that level of comfortability. So
Misery loves company.
So like, let me put this out there. Like, let me see how many people like relate and then get that conversation going. And then it's the attention seeking too. Like, I like the attention. Let me see how much attention I can get. Oh, let me see how far I can get with this.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is.
I think some people also find that sense of comfort in knowing that they're not alone in those feelings. Because, I don't know, some people, they post some depressing stuff, but it's mad relatable. But it's because we're all going through the same stuff. And I think something I also want to push out is after COVID, there has been an increase with regards to mental health. And just like how we've been experiencing these depressive moods, a lot of us, especially growing up in Caribbean families, Black families, POC families, some of us don't see it as depression, but if you're kind of like having the same vibe consistently and it's pretty like down, it's depression. You know, it's a type of 100%. Depression, slight depression, whatever you want to call it. We just don't want to call it that because then it feels like, I don't know, do I need to go to the doctor? I don't need therapy. I'm too good for therapy, this and that. So people don't want to have that conversation. So they rely on relatable posts, feel me?
maybe people don't really know if it is depression or not.
Yeah.
So they just go on social media and just post whatever.
Yeah.
They don't want to even go to their friends sometimes.
No, yeah. That's
because they feel like they're a bother to them. So
I agree. I feel like one thing though that it's very easy to forget is just how we're really like all jokes, we're really test dummies. And it's crazy to think about though, because we are the first generation to experience all of this going on. So of course I feel like it's normal for us to not know what to do in these situations.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it does take a level of maturity to be like, okay, you know, okay, that way of thinking is a bit OD. But then again, I feel like that is always a after the fact type of realization, because I always catch myself looking through people's stories and I would see something and it could have dead been like a cry for like, yo, like I'm going through it.
Yeah.
But my first instinct is like, yo, it be like that.
No, yeah.
Like you would be like, yo,
relatability.
bro,
like it
like
really
that.
be like
And like I promise you, the thumb be so quick to keep like clicking through.
Yo.
You feel me? Like it's so quick to click through the stories. Like we don't even take the time to be like, yo, let me call this person. But you're just clicking through the stories and you just read it like, yo, it be like that. All right,
reading
click.
the comments, because it's easier to listen to other people's story who you don't know. It's even easier to talk to strangers you don't know, because it's online. Nobody's really judging you like that. They don't know you like that, and then you can shape your story however you want.
100%. And that type of realization to where it's like, okay, yes, it be like that, but let's check up on each other. Let's see how we're doing. Like even, me and I called her one time and she was like, yo, so I finished, asking her how she doing. So how are you doing? I'm like, you know how it is. I'm depressed, but I'm too busy to even deal with it.
We always be cracking
that's
jokes about it.
That's not funny, but like,
but
We
that's
be
life.
cracking jokes about our
that's
trauma though.
You see how you said it's not funny,
Yeah,
but what? It be like that. Though.
Be like that.
It really be
no,
like that.
and that's the
It
thing.
is what
though,
it
like,
is.
That's the thing. And I think even in that, because I remember that phone call we had. Even my reaction, I think that was also just an example of like, not everyone keeps it real. Especially when you say, how are you? No one's going to say, man, well, actually, I'm doing bad. My car just broke down. Like, no one wants to really get into it. So when someone finally does, it's like, oh,
okay.
so you're not good. Like, you're actually not good,
And then when they say that, it's like, okay, so what now?
Yeah. So,
like,
damn.
okay.
I think that's the thing. Some people also just, with inexperience, don't really know like how to navigate these certain type of emotions. And I think at the same time, when we're just tapping through and we're like, yo, it be like that, relatable, heart. I feel like also too, a lot of us are going through our own battles where for us to ask someone, how are you? And for them to actually answer, it'll be too much for us because we already don't know how to navigate our own emotions. So imagine taking all of that from someone else.
Trauma dumping.
It's so it's kind of like, where does that cycle end? Where does it start? Where does it begin? You know what I'm saying? It's hard. I think it's a difficult space to navigate, which is why it does take one step at a time, like maybe calling the people you do know rather than consuming yourself with like everyone's burdens from social media or something like that. Because everyone's sharing depressing, relatable stuff. So you can't just swipe up on every single person.
Yeah.
You won't be able to respond.
Of course, when I say that, I mean like the people we do know.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like the dumping, I understand how everybody is going through their own thing. Like everybody is going through it in life. Like life is hard. So it's like when someone really asks me, am I okay? Like, don't think I'm not going to tell you like it's bad. Like I'm going to tell you it's bad, but then what I'm going to do, instead of you feeling like, well, damn, do I got to answer him?
Yeah.
I promise you, I'll just be like, nah, but like it is what it is though. You feel me? Like life go on. Like I got work tomorrow.
It is what it is.
You feel me? Like
It is what it is.
You have to.
people
Like
try
it
to
out.
tell me like, yo, don't say that. But I'm like, how you think I'm still here? Like,
That's your
I'm talking about
defense mechanism, though.
Yeah.
That's your
I be
defense
laughing my
mechanism.
way. Like,
What?
yo.
If that's what you have to do. But I think it's important to not only recognize that, but like, if you get to that point, you should seek help. Because you can repress all day, right? But it's going to manifest in other ways, right?
for sure.
Maybe you're going to overwork, right? If you're in a relationship, maybe you guys are going to have issues and you don't even realize that it's manifesting in other areas of your life.
100%.
So people talk about, like you said, therapy, or they don't want to go to therapy. Okay, it may not be therapy, but maybe there's other ways of
Journaling.
self-help
It's
that
so
you
many
can
other
do,
things,
right?
yeah.
100%.
There's books, there's podcasts, there's a whole bunch of things. So I think that's
Let's really
important.
talk about
Going
it.
to the gym.
To like
That's
going to
one
the
of them.
gym, you know what I
Gym,
mean?
yeah.
So like there are things out there.
Been chasing dreams, my money, things I do for my family, and on I can't go